Where is the gold at Fort Knox? Do we even have it? This got me thinking, my friends. I saw a video today. I'm going to get into that as well. It was more AI generated, but I'm going to let you guys know what I think of it. It's out there. I'll give a little bit of description of what this video was about. And this got me thinking. What happened to the Fort Knox Gold? That we were promised. We're going to have an audit on. What happened? We're going to dive into that. We're also going to dive into a little coin shop story. Today was supposed to be my day off. I had to go in, of course. I don't get days off. We're going to tell you what happened as well. Stay around. It's a silver story. Beat up silver. I'll say it that way. Help me out with the thumbs up, my friends. Make sure you are subscribed. We are going to have more giveaways coming up. Make sure you're subscribed now. It's absolutely free. Leave a comment. That all helps the YouTube algorithm to get it juiced. Let's get into it. Fort Knox Gold. What's going on with it? We were promised, right? President Trump promised we would have an audit on Fort Knox. Where's the gold, my friends? This is your gold. Taxpayers' money. Where is it? The story is like it's just stopped. Nobody else is talking about this. I'm going to talk about it. We're going to keep the pressure on. Where is our gold? Show us our gold. Because you know what? I don't believe it's there. I don't believe it's there. So that got me thinking about this. Saw a video on YouTube. It's only been out for less than a day. And I don't know if this is all true or not. I'll make a full disclaimer on that. I'm not going to, it's about China's gold. China is now seizing gold, apparently. Put in China seizing gold, it should pop up in YouTube. Don't do it now. Wait until this video is done. China seizing gold. Should pop up. Wasn't China telling their people back just a few months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, stack gold, get the young people in? Well, supposedly, there's no really video evidence of this. They're seizing other people, the bank vaults. They're seizing at any bowling company they can seize it at. These voting places, these storage places. Is that really what's really going on? They said China needs it. They need it for use for what? We gotta, like I said, you don't hold it, you don't own it. It really guts me thinking. You know, can it happen here? I don't think they will go to that extremes. I don't think they're coming door to door. But what's saying they can't go to these off-site storage locations? Yes, states are making laws. Why are states making laws? They can't do that. It's too funny what's going on, my friends. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. Yeah, I got an off-site location, but it's not in someone else's hands. I know where that off-site location is. Okay? A couple of my friends know where that off-site location is. Something happens to me. My grandmother knows where that off-site location is. When it comes down to it, you don't hold it, you don't own it. Plain and simple. Show us our gold, Fort Knox. Come on, President Trump, show us the gold. Show us the gold. Why aren't you? Does it have to take an act of Congress? We'll put it to the Congress, then have them vote on it. Give it to the Senate, have them vote on it. We need to see if our gold's there. We paid for it, my friends, through our taxes. We pay taxes. Where does your tax money go? I'm not going to get into all that. We know it's wasted. Both sides of the aisle. Waste it, waste it, waste it. Shouldn't be sending it everywhere. We should be using it for the American people. We pay the gosh darn taxes. You know, this country could be a heck of a lot better off if we used it right here at home on the things we need, like our infrastructure for power, like our roads or bridges. Maybe the people are less fortunate in this country. Now, some people won't agree with me with that. Well, you know, if you get into a rut, people need to be helped a little bit. You know, not saying long term. That's why we have unemployment. Some people think unemployment's a handout. No, you pay into it just like your employer pays into it. It's not a handout. You pay into the system. You pay your taxes for it. And hopefully you never need it. I'm glad it was there for me when I needed it. Back in 2007. I'll tell you that. But that's what it's there for. You know, we can go down all these different roads. But I'm not going to get too political. I try not to get too political on this channel. But show us our gold. You know, if that's really what's happening over in China, from the video I saw, and of course, there's no really actual video evidence that actually happened. This shows some empty vaults. Okay, well, I could do the same thing too. Show us footage. Show us video footage to actually us to believe that's what's going on. I'm not saying it's not going on. Okay? I'm not saying it's not. But it's hard to prove that when there's no video evidence of that's what's going on. It's hard to believe that. And it's hard to believe Fort Knox has not been audited for 50 years. Show us our gold. You know, why not pick 2 people from each state? Pick a Republican, pick a Democrat from each state. Like a lottery. You know, you want to enter it, name gets randomly picked from each state. You gotta be a U.S. citizen here. Pick a Republican, pick a Democrat from each state. Or maybe pick 2 males and 2 females from each state. 1 Republican, 1 Democrat for each sex. Makes sense, right? Get all these people down to Fort Knox. Send them one at a time, all in the same daytime. Maybe they won't allow TV cameras in there. Have them tell us what they saw. Have a singer in there. Show us the purity of the gold. Show us it's real. We deserve that. We should be demanding that, my friends. Where is the gold? Don't know. I don't think it's there. Me personally, that's what I'm saying right now. I don't think it's there. So I hope this part of the video was helpful. It's a little vague. I understand it. But, you know, looking at video from this other YouTuber, I think she did a good job. Maybe it's AI generated. Whatever. But whoever put out this video did a really good job on it. But on the backside of it, it's like no really, they're saying people going in there and selling gold, selling old rings, selling old jewelry from years and years and years having it. People getting scared. I don't buy that. I don't believe that many people are getting scared. Governments are coming to take your gold away after they told you to stack it. No, I don't believe it, my friends. Don't believe it whatsoever. That's just my take on it. Okay, that's just my take on it. And I'm not talking about gold backs today. I know you see some gold backs, but I don't own physical gold like in bars or coins. I own gold backs. So I can't really show a lot of gold because I don't own any. That's just a personal preference. Why I don't own gold. That's it. That's all. I'm not saying I don't like gold. For the value of it, I don't spend that much money when it comes to with gold, or my bills are not high. That's where it comes down to be. It's about your financing, what your bills are. Yeah, maybe I gotta stack a little bit more silver to get the same value of a 10th ounce gold or quarter ounce gold. Okay, fine. I'd rather carry the weight then. I think silver is so far undervalued. It's the best asset to own. My personal opinion. Check out channel sponsor Pinbacks for all your silver, gold, and platinum needs, my friends. This week, they have 10 ounce Canadian Royal Mint bars. 2 to 4 count for a special price. 5 or more count. Check them out. Last couple of days, today and tomorrow is the last day. If you want them, pick them up. Let them know that crazy coin shop Chris sent you. Michael and Brian will get a kick out of that. Thank you for your support on the channel, my friends. Thank you to channel sponsor Pinbacks for sponsoring my channel, Coin Shop Chris. This is not possible without the viewers. You guys make this possible. Make sure you make it possible with more thumbs up. You're not done that yet for me. I would really appreciate that. That helps the videos get out to more and more people. Make sure you're subscribed. You want some nice giveaways? You gotta be subscribed. That's it. What's going on at the coin shop? Supposed to be my day off. Of course, crazy coin shop Chris don't get a day off. So, we had a little bit of an irate customer. He brings in 4 kilo silver bars. My friends, these were kind of beat up pretty bad. They were chipped up, dinged up, banged up, nicks out of them, toned up. So one of the associates offered them $1.75 behind spot. If they weren't all messed up, we would be offering $1.25 behind spot. So we did 75. We did 50 cents more behind spot than we would normally do it at. I got a little irate at him. So he calls me up and says, Chris, I need you to come in here. I told him I was going to call you. He says, can you come down here? I'm like, yeah, sure. So I go down there and I basically tell him the same thing. I said, look, this is the price we're willing to pay. I said, we're not trying to beat you up here. I said, these are toned up. They're chipped up. You know, they're just so beat up. They're not retail friendly. I said, look, I said, I'm going to tell you exactly as if you choose to sell them today. Exactly what I told him. You choose to sell today. I said, I'm going to keep them in the case for a week. As if these are not sold in a week, I'll take them down to the smelter and get a check. Or the smelter will come by and pick them up from us. He said, well, I'll take them to the smelter myself. I said, well, you can't do that. You don't have the license for it. They won't take it. And he says, well, I've been offered a lot less than what you're offering me. I said, look, is this something you need to sell today? He said, well, no. He said, well, my question is, why can't you hang on to them for 40 until it hits $45 and make more? I said, well, why can't you do the same thing? I said, if you think silver's going to go that high that quick, you don't need the cash for them now. I said, at $45 silver, I said, who knows where we're going to be at? I said, we could be close to spot no matter what it is. I can't guarantee that. So sometimes people stop and think. And they realize we're not trying to rip them off. We're not trying to take advantage of them. I just come in at a different angle and show them what we're up against. And show them, and I specifically asked him, I said, if you were in the market to buy silver, I said, would you buy these bars? Or would you buy a brand new one for a little bit more? Took him back a little bit. I said, I'm not saying your stuff is junk. I said, it's still silver is silver at the end of the day. Yes, but it's beat up. That's the problem with it. I said, yes, it's beat up. That's it. It's not brand new BU, mint state, nothing like that. I said, it's rough. It's rough looking. And they were just generic bars, my friends. They were just generic bars. They were just not handled right. He got the picture then. He says, now you say that, I get what you're telling me. I said, so if you don't need to sell it for this right now, which you just told me you don't need this right now, why are you selling them right now for? So he didn't sell them. Sometimes you can explain stuff to people in different ways. Sometimes I don't always get through to everybody. Sometimes it takes somebody else to get through to somebody else. Almost saying the same exact thing, but it's coming from a different voice. Sometimes I may be a little too harsh. Sometimes a little nicer. Sometimes the other worker's a little too nice. And not trying to be mean or anything, but sometimes you got to be firm and say, look, this is what it is. You may not like it. It's your silver. It's your gold. It's your choice if you want to sell it. I'm going to give you the facts. And if you don't like me saying your silver is beat up, toned up, banged up, it's not worth to hang on to it for that long. It's not retail friendly. If people are going to get that teed off, I say that, well, oh wow, I'm going to tell you the truth. If it was in better shape, we'd be paying 50 cents more. It's just not, the value for us was not there. I'm glad we didn't buy them. I'm glad he didn't take the offer at the time. Because I said, I'll be selling these. I said, I'm going to try to sell these for 50 cents under melt or under spot. Same price the smelter was going to charge us anyways. Give us anyways. Because that's what I'm going to try to do with these. I said, I'm not going to try to make a dime more than the smelter. I said, if someone wants them for 50 cents under melt, I'll make a few phone calls and say, I got these. You want them? Come check them out. They're here for a week. If not, we're going to send them off. That's how it is, my friend. Sometimes you can make deals that way. The best thing in this business with silver and gold, working for a coin shop, is honesty. Telling people exactly what they have. Don't beat around the bush. I said yesterday about some coins I did yesterday. The graded coins. I don't have the rabbit one I did. Yeah, I do. I said this in the video yesterday. Someone brought these in. And we know what they sold on eBay for. I did the video yesterday. I'm not going to show you all the numbers today on these. We paid $48. We've sold it on $48 a coin. We're going to try to get $60 a coin on them. We have only sold one of them. One of them. Today. Okay? Fine. We sold one. Okay? We still not made our money back on them. It's going to be a while. But we're still under the eBay prices. People looking on eBay. People bringing their phones. Check prices out right in the shop, which is perfectly fine. Normal. Making sure they're not getting ripped off. Making sure they're getting a fair shake. We know the technology's out there. We got nothing to hide. And people should be doing that too. You should be taking it, not sticking the phone in the coin shop's person's face. But no, looking at it yourself in the shop, that's perfectly fine. But what's not perfectly fine is, I'll warn this, and I've warned about this too, way before. If someone's in front of you trying to make a deal with the coin shop, keep your nose clean and out of it. If you want to buy it, what that person is selling to the coin shop, make a deal with the coin shop after that person leaves. Don't try to buy it off that person in the coin shop, because that will get your butt thrown right the heck out. And probably that coin shop owner or that team is going to ban you from that shop. We get very teed off about that stuff. Some coin shops really get teed off about that stuff, and I don't blame them. They're there to make money too. Don't step on the coin shop's business. To buy, to sell, trying to buy it off of somebody else. Don't make deals in the parking lot with somebody else. Take it off the parking lot. I don't care if they own the parking lot or not. Go somewhere else. You're out of sight where they can't see you. Even if it's across the street, down the road, at McDonald's, Wendy's, whatever the case may be. You know, make the deal there. Don't make the deal in their parking lot. The best way to do it the safe way is go to the police station. Go to the sheriff's station. Especially with silver and gold and cash, my friends. Do it at a safe place. Protect yourselves. Give the police station a heads up. Let them know what's going down in their parking lot. They'll be okay with it. They'll keep an extra eye out. You know, that's how you take care of business. If you're going to do peer-to-peer, put it on Facebook Marketplace, don't let them come to your house. Meet somewhere safe. Not financial advice. You don't want people to know exactly where you live when you got medals. That's just the nature of the game. That's just the nature of the game. Be smart out there. If you have questions for me about silver, gold, or platinum, reach out to me. I'm happy to help you out. I'm going to keep on this. We're on the Stop the Melt campaign. Well, you know that, my friends. I'm the creator of Stop the Melt. Thank you, David, for sending these cards in once again. Stop the Melt. Our history. We're going to keep going on with this Fort Knox thing. Help me out. Put in the comment section. Show us our gold. You want to throw Stop the Melt in there? Throw that in there as well. Show us our gold, Fort Knox. Show us it. It's our gold. It's our tax money. If it's really there, then show it. For now, Coin Shop Chris is out. We will catch you next video.